Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Jack's Coffee Break. We're trying something a little bit different today. This is Tiny Glade. So I've seen this around on my YouTube feed, and it looks absolutely adorable. And considering the kind of stuff that I make here on the channel, it feels like this is exactly up everybody here's alley. So it's very sweet, very cute. And you have this little tiny glade and some sheepies, and then you slowly but surely build yourself like a castle or a little house or just whatever makes you feel comfy and cozy. So I want to give it a shot. But I've also never seen anybody so far, and maybe I just haven't looked very hard, I haven't seen anybody try and learn this game on camera, so that's what we're going to try and do. And hopefully, not only can y'all hopefully learn some of it with me, but we can see how easy it is to learn together. And considering that this is still in demo, and it will be until September, maybe, if the developers for some reason see this, it can help inform them on how well everybody's learning their game. So try and do a little bit of good while also making some nice fun content. So let's read this real quick. Welcome! Thanks for trying our demo. Tiny Glade is a relaxing game where you doodle whimsical castles, cozy cottages, and romantic ruins. There's no management, combat, or goals. Just kick back and turn forgotten meadows into lovable dioramas. Sounds exactly like my kind of thing. In Tiny Glade, building elements interact with each other. For example, try drawing a path through a wall. See what else you can discover. We hope you have fun. Let's go. Alright, so I believe this is our path button. We can choose small, medium, and large. Let's do a medium. And let's try... Yep, that is how we do things. Okay, and then... Excellent. So the more that we drag the paths, the more we can kind of shift the way that the textures look, it looks like. So we can build something like this Roman Colosseum here. We can deselect the tool by right-clicking as opposed to holding the right button to rotate. Yeah. We can zoom using the scroll wheel. Hi, sheepy. Oh, and we can click the sheepy and make him happy. And there's a little bird that lands on his head. Oh my goodness, that's precious. I love that. Okay. So we have this little chunk of the Roman Colosseum. Let's see what we have here. So we have turret, we have square, and we have build a wall. Let's try build a wall, right? Let's rotate a little bit, see if we can connect up from here. Yeah, we can. Okay, and then we can... Alright, so it looks like wherever we drag our mouse is where this is going to end up. And then we have snapping, which we could disable with left control, but I don't want to. I like this idea. I wonder if we can somehow... Ooh. Does Control Z work? Control Z does work. Okay. I wonder if we have like an edit button. So there's paths, there's windows. What does this build tool do? Oh, this demolishes it. Okay. Palette selector. So let's select this little chunk, and yes, it looks like we can change the materials to some other options, which is very nice. I like that, and it looks like we're going to get a whole bunch more once we're out of demo phase. I have no idea what these are doing. Yeah, truly no idea what happened there. I'm sure that I'll see the nuance later. Let's see here. So let's nuke this, right? Let's get rid of this, completely clear it out, and then let's erase our path. So this looks like it's going to be our erase button. So this clears everything out, because I want to try the terraforming as well. So this seems to be like a ground raise button, so... Okay, so we just drag on the ground, and this gives us a little brush, and then... So it looks like we're gonna raise this in topographic chunks, right? Seems to be what we're looking at. Oh, and then we have Okay, so then we can raise and lower it afterwards. So we could do something like this. Which does mean that we don't have our little guy there. That bloom is incredible. Oh my goodness. Um, oh, and you have the demo watermark underneath it. Excellent, excellent. I do like to know that. Let's see here. I think you can you grab Sheepy? If you can grab Sheepy, I don't know how to do it. Okay, so we have this nice raised platform up here, which seems to me like it's gonna be perfect for like some kind of castle. And then we can add like a little bit of a... Oh, we can shrink and grow it as well. So oh, it's not shrinking and growing. It's roughen and smooth. Okay, okay, I like that. So we could go the full Dracula, or we can go like Mont and Bailey. I like that. Okay. Is there a way that I can build like on top of this, or does this just get rid of it? I think that just gets rid of it. Okay. So maybe I paint this ground in like chunks. Yes. Okay, so it considers it in these little chunklets based on where you brush. So you start off at sea level, and then you draw in these little bits through here. And this lets you raise those parts of the ground individually. And I'm so used to Planet Zoo controls that I'm like trying to use those instead, and it's not working out for me. Yeah, and then we could make something like that, for example. Okay, so this is kind of like, this is kind of cute. I wanna smooth this out just a little bit. Yeah. And then can we get like a little path? No, we can get a wall. And then it looks like we have window. Those are going to be different kinds of closed doors, maybe? This looks like... Oh no, this is going to be stained glass windows, and these are going to be slot windows. And then here's lanterns. So, like, maybe I want a lantern right here. And then another one, like, right there. And then... put, like, a window... here, and then here, and then here. Okay, this is cute. I like it. And then it looks like eventually we'll have flags and chimneys. We'll also eventually be getting wooden fences, which I like that very much. And then there's all kinds of foliage, which it looks like we just draw on the ground. Yeah, it looks like you don't really have control over what kind of foliage happens. Looks like it's procedural based on what you click. So you get some lavender and some Gouyer's roses. That's cool. I wish I could get, like, trees. Oh, demo. You will get trees and you will get ponds eventually. Again, September it looks like. So... I don't really want to... Yeah, I don't actually want to... I don't want that bit. And then let's clear out this foliage so we can have a blank again. Yeah, just like that. So let's try one of these other build modes, like box, yeah? So let's build like a box right here. Can we? Can we maybe? Yeah. And then I want this wall to come out like this. Oh, and then it like generates some bushes That's cute. I like that. And then let's build like a turret right here. Yeah. So we're gonna expand the width, so it's maybe, I don't know, kind of fatter. And then we can expand the height of the roof. Oh, this shows what the full game is gonna have. So we get like a full palette. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. Now can I figure out how to... Oh. Oh, that's super weird. Oh, I have ideas for that. There we go. Okay, so here's how you raise the height of the tower. That looks good. And then I want some windows, obviously. Oh, that would be cute right there. Yeah. And then... Perfect. Okay, cool. I like this. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff that is sort of procedurally added, which I like, because it makes working on these little tiny dioramas go very fast. My internal Planet Zoo player is asking for a little bit more control over exactly what we can put here. And it looks like we can do some. Like, for example, we could double up this window and add, like, shutters, which is super cute. Love that. Like, some of these we can get an extra flower box. Yeah, yeah. I like this. It feels very, like, explorative, which build games are not, normally. They're usually very like, whatever you do is exactly what's going to show up and nothing more. This is very much that spirit of, like I said, exploration. Like you need to play with it a little bit in order to find out what you're going to get. I want these two houses to connect up. Oh, I can have a little bird's nest. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And then, let's do like another little house, like right here? Yeah. I want to expand this one just a little bit. And then this one out just a little bit. So that way it feels like these are all like really connected, but in that kind of weird, awkward way. Let's shorten this roof, make this house just like the shortest of the three, so you get this nice little like look at that profile. I love that. That's good. Now the only problem, right, is that we have this intersection right here. Which means how on earth do we get into this house? So we could, I don't want to, but we could, put like another wall right here. We could expand this out. We could have, oh, we could have like one of these little things. Oh, that's so weird, but I like it. Oh, and you get the little support structures underneath. Y'all really did think of everything, didn't you? I love this. Okay. Alright. As you can tell, I'm being a very useful and professional reviewer. Um, not just oohing and awing over everything. Definitely not. I wonder if I can, like, smooth... Oh, I don't want to raise or lower it. I mean, I kind of do. Just a little bit. Yeah. Can I draw... I want, like, just a little path. Oh, no, not the square. Just a little path. Can I do, like... Yeah, and then it'll smooth it. Okay. Um... Oh, and it is like a little itty-bitty baby path. And then you can add... Okay, so this is how you get stairs, and then we could, like, leave through here. And then... I think, like, a little doorway right into here. Right? Like, this be our entrance. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Clearly we need more windows. Always we need more windows. I love the little asymmetricalness that you can achieve, you know? Oh, you can snap the corners? Yes. Okay. Oh, and then you get this pretty little vine. And then there's a trellis right there. Okay. I see what you're doing, game. I see what you're doing. It is very important to me that we keep these vines. You can do these little, like, oh, niche corner windows. I love that. Just to mess with the profile just a little bit. I think another one would be really cool, like, right there. Oh, it's so blue now. See, the only thing that I'm struggling with is that you get these really, like, hyper-saturated, hyper-contrasty blooms. Oh, and then the lights start to come on. Okay. And it's like a one-by-one sort of thing? Interesting. I wonder why... Okay. I wonder why some of them come on sooner than others. Maybe it's to, like, simulate you having to go out and actually light them? But yeah, so the bloom, like, this looks really good for, like, a night scene. Like, really super cute. And the lighting is clearly designed for you to, like, screenshot this kind of stuff. I suspect there's probably a button for you to, like, hide your UI. I don't know which one that is yet. Oh, that's very silly. You can, like, tether the little washing hangings out. Oh, that's okay. I like that, though. This is super cute. The only thing is that we have this little bit of popping. Like, it's not really sure. And that may just be the way that I'm hovering the little buttons. But I mean, quite frankly, I feel like I'm getting the hang of this very quickly. Which is not something I ordinarily get to say. It normally takes me a very long time to learn something. I feel like I've just picked this up instantly. And maybe part of it is just my experience with building games. Part of it might be that I've watched other people's demos, and so I have a rough idea of what you can do in the game, kind of. But it does feel very simple. Like, there's not really words explaining what's happening here, but the pictures are strong enough that I get the ideas, you know? Oh, and then you can hover over and see the little preview of what it's gonna look like. Okay. And then this side determines whether or not it has the the rings, like the floor rings, or if it's just smooth. Oh, I love the floor rings. We have to keep those. The stone is a little bit aggressive. The red is not really my color. I'm curious to see what other textures we're gonna end up with. Oh, and then escape takes you onto like just the splash page. And it looks really good. It looks like I've entered onto the main menu, but I'm not actually on the main menu. And it drops you directly into the game. You hit escape again, you're straight back in. Okay. I really like what I've done here. And it did not take long at all. Like super not at all. I wonder what else I could play with here, like... Again, I would love to have just a little bit more control over the foliage. Like, I'd love to place a bush right there. You know, not a tree, but like a bush. There we are. This kind of works. Again, we got that real heavy red blue bloom. And it looks like it just auto-applies some filter features, which is good. Again, feels very much like it's made for you to build screenshots. Other complaint, I wish that I could get a higher angle. Like, I'm pulling my camera up, and this is the lowest it'll go. Now it just rotates flat. And I wish that I could angle my head up, like to look up at the buildings rather than down at them, if that makes sense. Maybe I can do so in like camera mode? Oh yeah, okay. So it's E and Q to raise yourself up and down. Yeah, we've got that autofocus. Looks like the camera mode really tightens your FOV. It's got this really aggressive, like, lens focus to it. We've got folders. Got selfie camera. So we've got flying camera and we've got... Oh, here's the walking camera. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love this. This feels like a house tour. Oh, this is very good. Yeah, okay. Alright. And then you can get photos of it as if you were, like, walking the grounds. So, like, you can get this angle now. And then this way you can actually, like, angle your camera up. It just depends on how you do things. So you can go into the buildings, which brings me to something I'd love to see, like, as a future edition. Clearly it doesn't need it right now, but I would love to build interiors in this style. Like, to build the inside of these little houses, and then make, like, a little cozy, like, book nook, or a fireplace, and a dining room table, or a kitchen. Like, this is the game for that, you know? Where you've got the inside of the diorama and the outside, and it, like, the whole thing feels cottagecore the whole way, you know? Which is clearly the vibe that we're going for here. So I would want to see that as, like, a future option, where, like, you can select different rooms and different floors and things like that, and then place, like, I want a book nook right here, and then I want, like I said, a fireplace right here, I want a couple of bedrooms right here. And then that lays it out, and then you select, like, because it's very clear that they want to keep this as simple as possible, and the pre-generation does the work for you. And again, I like that, because it feels like you still have that sense of discovery. Like, you have control over this, to a certain extent. But the discovery aspect is really important here, and the way that it auto-generates is already so good that it feels like it's captured what I would want to do with the space anyway. Like, I don't necessarily need to be able to trace exactly where I want the vines, but I do want to be able to, like, you know, roughly figure out where the vines should grow and then help to grow them that way. And I think a little bit more control, like a micromanagement setting, would be nice, where like I could paint an area where I want my vines to grow and an area where I don't, to get that really kind of manicured feel. Or to like just completely overwrite that completely and just go hog wild and completely overgrow this thing and turn it into a witch's hut. So, like, I think the option of adding or giving control to the, like, the option to have the computer pre-generate where the little aesthetic bobs are going to go, or the option to give the player some control of where those things are going to happen. Like, you see what I mean? Like a toggle between those two things, between the computer and you. I think that that would be good. I'd like to have a little bit more control over my gardens, because this is super cute. But I feel like I want a few more options other than Goodyears and lilacs and a couple of I guess blue lilacs, you know. And I love these little short crop ground flowers, but I do want like a little bit more control over what happens here. And I want a couple more like little aesthetic details. Like, I'd love to have a well, you know. I feel like I need a well right here. And I'm not seeing anything that would give that to me. I think I could probably maybe simulate it. Like, let's try putting a tower right here, right? And then we're gonna shrink this way down. And then we're gonna shrink this way down, right? And now it just mostly feels like a gnome. But if I could open up this wall, you know? Like, if I could cut into this wall and then open up little brackets, I could make myself a well. And that would be super adorable. Oh, and you can get crenellations like this. Okay, that's cool. If you just remove the roof entirely, you can get the crenellations. And then you can pull it back up. That's cute. That's cute. That's really cool. But yeah, so just like some ways to make some cut-ins. It could be like a window thing. And maybe that's what this is gonna be. Maybe. An option to add like a little bucket, you know. I want there to be some way to add like a water wheel. And I feel like when we get the demo unlocked, like maybe this little pond feature will have more in it. Like, it will have like rivers and ponds and stuff like that. And I bet you if you run it up across the house, it will give you a water wheel. Like, instinctively, that feels like how you would make that work. I'd also love to have, when we get the pond thing, like, I'd love to have, if we get rivers, for there to be a way for you to jut into something like this little area right here, and instead of have this little, like, bowl of flowers, have, like, a spring that leaks out of the hill. It's one of my favorite, like, water techniques to use, and I would love to have that here. But yeah, so there's a lot of things where I see so much potential, and, I mean, I've done very little in order to achieve this, and I already want to live here, and I already want to take it into Planet Zoo and build it for myself, and then give it those fleshed out details. And see this being really fun for making stuff, like plotting out what I'm gonna do in Minecraft. It's got all the tools for that. So I can definitely see this as used for like a concept art tool, as well as making like Instagram worthy cuteness, you know, which absolutely has its place. Clearly I'm here. I don't do Instagram, but like, I'd love to post this to like my little YouTube community post or whatever. But yeah, so I think just a little bit more small detail customization. A couple of ways to toggle whether or not, like how much control the player has on certain details. Things like, you know, water elements, like I said, some kind of like spring or a creek, or like a little waterfall. Definitely, like I said, water wheels, wells, just little aspects that add that water element, which I know, you know, we're getting this little demo thing. Trees are gonna help a lot. I'd love to see more than just this, but I will say, I did see somewhere in the demo, or somewhere on like on somebody else's like overview of this, there's gonna be new options. So let me pop over to the Steam page real quick. Yeah, so here we are on the Steam page. Release is September 23rd. And let me see if I can get like a bigger screen of this demo. Oh, yeah, there we go. Can we start this over? Steam, why don't you believe in letting people scrub on your videos? Oh, you do. You're just very slow. Okay. All right. So it looks like we will get this layered thing. I want the ability to like pull out the roofs and stuff like that. Oh, this is gonna be like a cool little walkway thing. Oh, it didn't even occur to me to try and put windows on the roofs. There's the chimneys. I love this little German town you've made. This little house right here is giving me Morgan vibes. Yeah, there's that little pond. Tool. Add some trees. I wouldn't keep that tree right there. That blocks your line of sight. Oh, this is like super spooky and haunted. I love this. Look at all the little ducks. Okay, so this is what will be coming. Oh, and it looks like you get like a little trap door. Oh, that's a beautiful castle. Look at that. Okay, so this is where they're going. This is like their blueprint. This is what they've got in-house. I like this a lot. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. So it looks like they've got some potential already. This is a very classic, like, almost Disney style. It's not the Disney house, but it feels like it. Oh, I don't know who you are. Happy streaming. That's super cute. I like that. You can do, like, little ruins. And it looks like they're gonna have different seasons. So, like, here's, like, fall turning into winter. Here's just straight up autumn. Looks like they've got, like, a snipping tool. So there should be a lot more controls. It looks like. So it's possible that they will just straight up have the things that I'm suggesting. They're just not in yet. Again, this is a demo, you know. It's gonna be a little bit rough around the edges. We're gonna have to wait for full release, but I do like this. So let's go ahead and... The only thing I don't know is I've got continue, new, and load, but I don't have a save button, and that's kind of throwing me. And it's possible that I'm, like, it just auto-saves and I'm just not realizing it. And it looks like, yeah, I've got this load button. Or I can do plus. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so new Glade, your game is saved. Alright, thank you. I need that assurance. I would like a little, like, manual save button just to be, like, even if it doesn't do anything. Hear me out. I know this is dumb, but even if the save button doesn't do anything, I need that little peace of mind of I clicked the save button, and so it's saved. Even though it's auto-saving in the background. I know this is dumb. But that's just me. Like, that's one of the other things I would suggest. So autumn theme is going to come in the full game. We're going to have an olden theme. And that's that, okay, so that's that haunted vibe. I love that. I'm going to play with that so much. Because I love, like, quaint, spooky places. I don't know why. But, like, it's just my vibe. Like, if I could go live, like, if I were forced to live anywhere in World of Warcraft, I'd like, straight to the Worgen. Immediately. Not a question. Like, I love their aesthetic. It's like we're going to get flowery. Oh, I love that. That's going to be, like, for spring or whatever. That's nice. Yeah, and then it looks like it's just got, like... It's already got the flowers in there, and then you just add more. I love the palette that they're using on the trees. Like, it's not realistic in any way, but it is, like, peak aesthetic. And then you have winter, which is cool. Very cool. Both in the figurative and literal. I don't know. It looks like they're doing a really good job with the frost. They're not adding volume to the snow, which this game I don't think needs snow volumes. As much as I love the idea of having, like, big, thick drifts of snow, I don't think that this is a game that needs it. It needs to keep that, like, idealistic polish, you know? And then daily theme, which is going to come in the full game. I don't know what that means. Like maybe they're going to cycle through the different 5 themes they've got available. Maybe they're going to release like a slightly different tweak on a theme every day. I don't know what that's going to mean. Okay, so let's... Woo. The only thing I will say is that this jump between them, like, I'm having to go very slowly, but if you just go... Like, thankfully that one worked okay. I feel like there needs to be... Like, this needs to be darkened out a little bit. Like, just a drop opacity on it. Like, as you're hovering over this space, if you move over here, it goes away, and then as you move back over here, it comes back. And then, like, the transition between summer and autumn is, like, a hard cut. And I want there to be a fade there. Like a smooth fade. It doesn't have to be, like, too slow, or, and, like, I wouldn't do it too fast, but just, like, a little bit of a transition there instead of a hard cut, I think would help a lot. So let's go back to summer, because that's what we have available. But yeah, just some kind of smooth transition there is going to help with the jarringness of jumping from one very distinct color palette to another distinct color palette that I think we really need a little bit of help with. So it looks like they've cut this little section. Yeah, so this is little different sections of wall. Only thing I haven't figured out yet. Let me go get my walls again. Yeah. I'm gonna draw this little section right here. And then... So this is a snap. Can I hit control? Yeah, so if I hold control, I can start a new section without, like, smushing them together. Oh, and I can draw walls through walls. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I can make a pretzel. Oh no, nobody tell Let's Game It Out. Oh no. I have opinions, guys. I have thoughts and opinions about that. Let's undo it. I love the animation on the undo. That's so good. The only thing I will say is that you need to be really smooth with your, like, mouse control when you build these walls, because look at this. I mean, look at this mess. Not ideal. Makes me wonder if it would be almost better to draw your walls from above. Oh, my poor sheepy is confused. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I don't know what this is. I think I've made something squid-like. Oh, no, escape doesn't work. So I've got my wall selection tool, but I have not figured out... So this erases wall chunk. That's not what I want. What I want is to be able to edit the heights of my walls, and I don't know how to do that yet. Oh, and if you just click the button again, it cycles for you. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know how to edit this. It feels like it should be intuitive, because everything else has been. What am I not seeing, y'all? What am I missing here? Because there was a way to, like... I don't know. Hello? Is this a compass? Oh, you can change which direction is north. Oh, I love that. Okay. And then you can change the time of day, and then if you want, you can lock it, so that way it doesn't go from night to dark. Or night to dark. Oh my goodness, I can talk. It doesn't go from light to dark. Yeah, I am missing how to edit these walls, and I had, like, an option, like a selector option. I feel like I'm just... Oh, that's weird. How did I... Oh. Oh, no. No, I've just pretzeled it again. Yeah, the wall controls are very finicky. I feel like I don't actually know what I'm doing with them. And I feel like I don't have the prompts that I should be having. Like I have this continue button, but I have no idea how to edit the wall that I've since placed. Besides, like, doing the little paths and things. I want to be able to raise and lower this, but all it's giving me is this, like, arrow button. So I don't know if that's, like, a demo restriction. I don't know if it's something I'm just missing. Let me do new. Right, and it says your game is saved, but... so I've got this one, and then, let's say I do load. So it looks like I've got this start, and then my original house. Can I delete saves? No, you cannot delete saves. I would need one, just as like a safety net, because here I've started two different units that I'm not gonna use. So if I hold down right click, I can show all editing controls. Okay. And so it's a hold and release, and then I get the exacts of these editing, like, control bits. So that makes me wonder, if I go into the walls, right? I'm just gonna draw a wall. And then I hold it, and then I right click. Okay, so if I just right click, I don't have to hold or anything. Alright, so this gives me the wall that then, like, I could cut this into sections, right? So if I wanted a cut right there, and then I wanted another cut, like, right there, for example. And then this one I can bring down to be like just a short little thing, and then this one I want to do the same. And then if we do, like, our little path thing to make a door here. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay, I'm not... I'm getting there, the little prompts on screen have been very useful. Like, they're not always attuned to exactly what I need, but they get there in the end, and then so do I. So I do like that. Alright, yeah. I love this. This is really cute. Let's build another... Actually, you know what? I want to expand on this little... right here. Like, I want, like, a little house. Like... there. I want to raise this floor. Come on, I know you will let me. Yeah, and then I want to lower this ceiling. Oh, that's so weird. That's a little bit weird. And then can I... So I can stack in between, which is maybe not... That, I don't think that's what they meant. It's a little too much. So here's our broad strokes move. What is this rotation? Oh, you click it and it rotates where the line is. That's nice. You can pull the roof out, like, oh, like that. Oh, and we've accidentally made, like, a little castle church. Okay. Raise it up just a little bit. Yeah, and then we can connect this back up to the house. Build like a little garden right here. You know what I mean? Like, this garden is very pretty, but I don't have any control over the density. And I've got a very limited selection. Which, again, demo. It's a demo. Maybe that's all that means, you know? Looks like around walls, it will support it more? Or, like, maybe you double-click in order to... Oh, to add more... like... chunkiness, I guess, to it. Yeah, I like the idea that that's, like, a little bit overgrown. Add, like, another little wall back here. Maybe it starts right here. And then comes this way. Yeah, just something like that. Yeah, and then, like, right back here, I'd put, like, a little swing. Like, me personally, that's what I would do. Oh, we can get this big fat road. And let's narrow it down just a little bit back here. Like, maybe, like, a little... just a little door right here? Just a small one. Yeah. And then it connects back up. And then, like, a little door right here. Perfect. Yes. Another little garden. Oh, and then if you do 3, you can get, like, this little bay window. Okay, let me... left control. And then you can unlink the windows. That's cool. So it does like this little triple stack and then you get this little bay window. So I can control the building. I'd love to have a little bit of control over the bay. Just to be able to, like, pull it out a little bit more. Maybe give this its own roof. That would be super cute. Oh, I love that. Okay. Yeah, and then let's put another... Yeah, we'll put, like, a bay window right there. And then, like, just another one right here. And like, another one right here. Oh, a fire pit. We could have, like, a little smoke fire pit thing. Super cute. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. I can definitely see where, like, once the features open up, like, once we get everything that's in the trailer, I think that, like, each diorama will have a lot more time to spend on it. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Like, right now, I don't necessarily feel like I spend very long making these little picturesque houses. They're very, like, bite-size, like, fun size almost. Like eating a Snickers bar. And I like that because it means that I can conceptualize very quickly an idea. But then it also means that, like, I want to spend more time working on this. Like, I have other ideas, I just don't have a lot to do yet. And so, even though this is very satisfying to do, it only takes me like a few seconds. And a lot of the ones that I've seen, like at the slow plays, even then, like when they're doing maximum effort, like we're gonna terraform and we're gonna put, you know, exact windows and exact little battlements in all these exact little places. 20 minutes, you know, on one little diorama, or like going, again, maximum effort and just cramming the space full of everything that they can. So this does not take a very long time. And again, it's a demo. It's gonna, like, you expect it to be kind of short. You're just getting the vibes, and then that tells you whether or not you want to invest, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But as things stand, I see a lot of potential for this, specifically for my channel. You know, I've already given my ideas, what I want to see, but as far as the channel goes, I love the idea of using this to conceptualize buildings before I build them in Planet Zoo. Because that is the hardest thing I struggle with, is that in Planet Zoo, like, I know kind of what I want, but the effort to get there is so monumental that I hesitate to invest. So if I can demo something, and like, even if it doesn't have the exact placements, and even if it doesn't have exactly what I want yet, I can demo a layout in this game and then translate that over to Planet Zoo. And I think that that's going to be very fun, especially for like some of our more complicated builds. So, of course, the other thing is that I think these will just make nice little bite-sized episodes. I don't even need to, like, we don't even need to speed edit them, you know? We can just throw it up as is. I've even seen a lot of people put like ambient music in the background, like a little bit of rainfall or whatever, and then no commentary. And that sounds like super relaxing, especially when you're falling asleep. And let's be honest, like I know how I fit into this ecosystem, and y'all be falling asleep. And hey, that's a good thing. I lead others to a treasure I cannot possess. So, but I think that this would be super good for that. But yeah, anyway, I think I've said everything that I can say about this for now. So next time, we'll be back doing our regular stuff. But when this releases in September, I am absolutely going to pick this up. I'm really hoping that it stays something like... I think I'd pay probably like 15, 20 bucks for this. Like gut feeling, 15, 20 bucks. I could be negotiated up to 25. And especially like once some like DLC comes out, like maybe new themes, like other people have brought up like a Japan theme. I would pay real life money to have like a Japanese theme and a Chinese theme, and like a Scottish theme. And like this leans very French, very Italian. Like I can see the sort of villa style. Of course, some of that is just gonna be in the paint. Like I'm sure if I changed all of this to brick, you know, we could probably get some more different styles. Clearly, they're gonna focus in on that sort of British vibe, or the Gilneas British vibe, kind of Germanic kind of vibe. They're gonna hone in on that, and I'm super here for it. But there's like a few other places in the world where I'd love to see this kind of thing. I'd love to have like a little island, and then like build myself a little like tiki island, you know? I think that that would be super cute. Again, probably more of like a DLC thing though. And I would pay for those. Not a whole lot. I'd probably pay between like $2 and $5 depending on the complexity. But I would pay, you know. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for y'all. The demo is free. You can just go play it. And then the full game will be out September 23rd. So I will see y'all there. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day and happy building.